YouTube? Alright, so today's video is going to be a low budget tutorial on how to make a low budget target for shooting, or you can even create something similar to this for knife throwing. It really doesn't even matter what you use it for. It's just basically a low budget target that works phenomenal. And so a lot of you guys know I usually use targets like those right over there. Those are basically, they're considered what they call silifilm, and they're like the rolls of wrap that wrap meat. And whenever we get it, I'm a butcher, and if you didn't know that, you can check out some of the videos on my channel. What happens is sometimes we get damaged rolls, and instead of throwing them away, I usually keep them, and that's how I was making my stand-up targets. But the issue with that, I'll show you, let me walk on over here real quick. The issue with that is if it's on a windy day, this is not very sturdy, and my targets tend to end up falling over. And that's always a pain. Basically everybody in the gun community knows how it is trying to shoot in the wind. It's really horrible, especially when your targets are falling over. Another target that I most commonly use, probably everybody does, is cardboard boxes. But let me tell you guys the differences between shooting at a cardboard box and a stand-up target is when you're shooting at a stand-up target and let's say you're going for a draw on fire. When you're shooting at a stand-up target, you're here. When you're shooting at a cardboard box, you're bringing your shots down lower. So it's kind of your how would you state it, your firing memory can kind of throw you off if you're in a shit hits the fan scenario. You can disagree if you'd like, but that's just my opinion. I personally would rather shoot straight than shoot down. And so shooting at cardboard boxes, it's fun, it's easy, they're light to carry around. So, you know, they work. Honestly, there's no problem with shooting at cardboard boxes. But I do like running gun videos, and I prefer to shoot maybe something, you know, within my same length or same height. So that's what brought me now today to create something similar to this. I know I can go above and beyond and, you know, spend my money on some stand-up targets, or even use like barrels with cement and wood in them. But I personally don't own a truck. I own a vehicle, a small car. And so that's why I came up with this idea. This is very compact. It all fits in the trunk very easily with no type of issue. So let me go ahead and share what I did. And I didn't even have to spend not one penny due to the fact that these are items that I've already owned, and items that you can personally probably pick up for a really low price or basically free. We have cardboard, of course. You can get that from your grocery stores for free. You have a small pallet. Those are laying around everywhere, around grocery stores or mini marts, stuff like that. Or as I say, you can go into a grocery store and ask them if they have any small pallets they want to get rid of, and usually they're like, yes, take them, please get rid of them. Because the small pallets compared to the big pallets, the small pallets always get thrown away, or they're just cluttered and they're taking up space within the grocery stores or the mini marts or any other places like that. So those are really easy to come across. The item you see nailed down or screwed down into the pallet is a real common item. That is a satellite holder right there. That is what you see when you purchase a house and someone left a satellite behind. The satellite company doesn't come and take their satellite back. They leave it on your house. So if you could end up with like 4 or 5 satellites on your house. I swear, I've seen it before. It is crazy. The satellite companies never come back and take their satellites. They just leave this stuff stuck on your house and leave it as is. So this is basically just a satellite bracket that goes to your house. The screw goes through here, and then, you know, it's got that little pole with the satellite on it. So these are really easy to come across. You can also go down to your satellite company and ask for a satellite bracket, and they just give you one. No charge at all. So I'm going to have to actually go down and get me some more, because I have another idea of what I want to do with this target, or actually make another one. I got a couple more small pallets. And then you just got your small piece of wood. Now let's go ahead and place this bad boy together. I'll show you how it works and how it's done. I'm going to use thumbtacks for this demonstration instead of nailing down my target, because I want to keep it compact and I'm not going out shooting right now, so I don't want that to interfere. Let me make sure I got a good visual here so you guys can see. And so as I stated, I'm just going to use thumbtacks, but when you're out on the range you might want to use nails, or maybe even a heavy duty staple gun. When you place your cardboard, you don't want to go center with the wood, because then you'll start shooting into your 2x4 or whatever you're using. So you want to bring it at an angle. And basically, as I stated, you can use a heavy duty staple gun. That's one item I really want to get, is a heavy duty staple gun. And you can just basically tack your target on the angle of your wood, like at the corner. That way you're shooting into this and you're not worrying about hitting your wood. If you're hitting your wood, you need more practice. Just saying. What I did on my 2x4 here, I drilled a hole. Let's see if you guys can see that. I hope you guys can. I'm pretty sure you guys can. So there's a hole I drilled right in there, and that comes right into the bracket here. And I was lucky enough to find a screw and bolt and some washers that actually fit this perfectly fine. So I'll show you how this bracket's in here. If I get this washer off. The reason I use a washer is just gives it a little bit more sturdiness. And then this is another great item. You can, a really small screwdriver, you don't have to take a bunch of tools with you to put your target together. And this all fits in the trunk of my car, which is really cool. And it's really light. You're not carrying, you're not lugging around a bucket of concrete with a pole in it, or sand, or whatever it is you have in your buckets with your plywood to hold up your target. This is a lot lighter than those silifilms too. Those silifilms become really heavy. So you can see I used a really small drill bit, and basically the reason I use a small drill bit is that way this screw or this bolt will fit in here really snug, and then it just comes right out of the other end. I put on my washer and my bolt here, and you don't even have to snug this at all. I mean, you don't want to over tie it into where you wish you would have brought tools, because then you got to leave it in wherever you're out shooting at. So there it is. Simple, basic, really easy, really cheap. I tacked that a little bit low, but you can see it works perfectly fine. So that right there is what you would consider a very low budget target. And I'll show you guys here. It's not going anywhere. It's on there very well. Not even wind's going to blow over, except for the small little tacks I use. Of course, that was going to happen. As I stated, you want to get a heavy-duty staple gun or nails. On the range, I'm not going to use thumbtacks. I just didn't want to permanently place this on my wood. So, pretty cool little stand-up target. It's at an angle because, as I stated, I'm using a little thumbtack. But once I got it on there with my nails or whatever it is I use, I'll have a straight target. I can shoot straight. It's about the same height as I am, maybe a little bit shorter. I'm not that short. But I mean, you know what, it works. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Any questions, hit me up. And as I stated, most of these items you can get for free pretty much. I mean, I think I picked up that wood when I went out shooting last and I just brought it home. But I mean, you can specifically build your own. I mean, you can make your own type of pallet or foundation area. You can make your own type of bracket. You don't necessarily need these items to make this. You can make it out of your own creation. But it's just an idea I thought I'd give you guys. So you guys will probably be seeing this here on the range here pretty soon when I go out and do some shooting. Just waiting for the wind to die out. It's been really bad lately, and I kind of had to do a little bit of modifications to my video camera to not get so much of the wind sound, because man, the last couple of videos I went out shooting with the Mossberg 500, it was just windy and it just really sounded like crap within my video camera. So what I did was a little bit of a mod. You can purchase the item instead of modding it, but I mod everything I do. You just place a piece of either foam, or you place a piece of a sock over your video camera mic, and that restricts the wind. And you can still hear, as I stated, you can still hear and everything like that. I used a double-sided tape, and I used like a sponge So, and I just placed that over my microphone. I didn't put the double-sided tape on top of the microphone. Don't do that, just around it. So you can look it up on YouTube. There's a couple of mods on how to keep wind from blowing into your video camera and being able to get better footage. So anyways, jumping off subject, here we go. Here's the target. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you guys some ideas. Just something I do when, you know, the wife and kids are either gone or doing their thing. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Much love and respects. Please thumbs up, rate, comment, share, and I'm up and out. Peace out, my friends.